Did she recently ask for space in your relationship? Here's why giving her space is the secret to win her back, by doing absolutely nothing. Watch closely, because after coaching hundreds of men through this process I'm about to share, 80% of them became a lot closer with their partner in the first month. And the best part is, you don't need any fancy tactics or long, exhaustive conversations. All it takes is one simple shift I reveal to you in this video. But first, let me show you how you're currently ruining your chances of winning her back. You see, relationships thrive on a balance. The balance between masculine and feminine energy. And when you mindlessly chase her, you're throwing off that balance. And whenever one side is trying too hard, the whole thing just falls apart. Now, you might think, yeah, I'm just showing her how much I care, and I get it, I really do. But honestly, all she feels is pressure. And pressure, that is the quickest way to kill attraction. Think about it. When you are constantly calling, texting, or trying to see her, you're in her space, and that means you're not letting her breathe. And the crazy part is, the more you do this, the more you take away the mystery. The very thing that makes you attractive in the first place. By smothering her with attention, you're actually taking away her choice, her freedom to miss you. And that freedom, that's where real desire comes from. But listen, I get it. When you love someone, it's hard to pull back. When every instinct, every atom in your body is telling you to do more, to try harder, the fear of losing her makes you want to hold on even tighter. But here's the truth. The harder you try, the more you become something she needs to escape from. Which begs the million-dollar question. How do you stop chasing without feeling like you're losing her for good? See, when you stop chasing, something interesting happens. Instead of feeling overwhelmed, she starts to feel a sense of curiosity about you. That curiosity is like fuel, a fuel for attraction. It's like that old saying, absence makes the heart grow fonder. And there's real power in that. When you're not constantly around, she has time to think about you, to wonder what you're doing, and to miss you. And that's when she starts to crave your presence again. Now, let's get into some science for a second. A recent article from Psychology Today stated that when couples temporarily spend time apart, both the person who is away and the one left at home experience growth. That space you create, maybe by going for a business trip for a couple of weeks, allows her mind to wander, to miss you, and to value your time together even more, which leads to a stronger appreciation for each other when you reconnect. So it's not just a feeling, it's actually backed by research. But it doesn't stop there. By giving her space, you're showing that you're confident enough to step back. And confidence is one of the most attractive qualities any man can have. It sends a message that you're secure in yourself, that you're not desperate, and you respect her need for independence. That is powerful. Think about attraction like a magnet. When you push two magnets together with the same pull, they repel each other, right? But when you flip them around and give them a little bit of a distance, they naturally pull towards one another. That's exactly how attraction works. By stepping back, you're allowing the magnetic pull to start working again. Now, some of you might be thinking, but won't she just forget about me? Absolutely not. When you create that space, you give her a chance to process her feelings, to actually miss you, and to realize what she might be losing. And it's in that silence that the real magic happens. So by now, you're probably wondering how to do this without making it seem like you're just playing hard to get. We'll dive into that in a second. But I should warn you, this isn't about playing mind games. It's about creating an environment where she naturally wants to come into. Now that you understand why giving her space is so powerful, let's break down how to do it the right way, because this is where most guys mess up. But if you get this part right, you'll be miles ahead of 99% of men. First things first, put the attention back on you. This isn't just about distracting yourself, doom scrolling on Instagram. It's about genuinely investing in your own growth. And when you start focusing on yourself, whether it's through meditation, yoga, breath work, and so on, you're doing more than just passing time. You're increasing your awareness and consciousness. And you know what that does? It makes you less reactive, less needy, and way more attractive. The thing is, when a woman asks for space, it's often because something isn't working in the relationship. She wants to see a change, see an improvement. And this change isn't just about picking up a new hobby or hanging out with your buddies more. It's about doing the inner work. Working on yourself from the inside out is what makes the biggest difference, because the truth is, inner work is the new sexy. Now, she might not see you meditating every morning and journaling about your thoughts. In fact, she doesn't need to. But the truth is, she will feel it. And when she comes back, she will sense that you're not as clingy and as needy as before. This one is tough, but it's non-negotiable. You got to stop reaching out. No text, no calls, no random check-ins. Giving space means giving space. Now, I know what you're thinking, but what if she thinks I don't care? Here's the thing. This isn't about ignoring her. It's about giving her room to miss you. Remember, silence creates intrigue. When you're not constantly available, she starts to wonder what you're up to. That curiosity is what will draw her back. One of the biggest mistakes is thinking that giving her space means you lost her. Nah, that is not it. It's about showing confidence in yourself and in the process. Now, confidence isn't just about walking around with your chest puffed out. It's about having the self-assurance to respect her boundaries and believe in your own values. That's what she will notice when you give her space. You're not desperate, you're self-assured. Now, as I mentioned before, giving her space isn't about totally cutting her off. It's about giving her room to breathe, to figure things out, to get a chance to miss you. And she might reach out when she starts missing you. And when that happens, don't make the mistake of acting cold or distant. Be kind, be genuine, and let her know she's welcome in your space. You want to create an energy that says, I am here, I am good, and I'm happy to see you, without being needy. That's what draws her in even more. This one is a bit more advanced but essential. Practicing non-attachment means that you're okay whether she comes back or not. It's a mindset that says, I would love to have you around, but I'm fine on my own. And honestly, that's one of the most attractive qualities that you can have. It's rooted in the tantric principle that true love isn't about possession, it's about freedom. And you know what? Women pick up on that vibe. Now, if you're a married man and want to reignite love with your partner, click the link in the description below to watch my free masterclass and start winning her back in 9 weeks or less. First, by stepping back, you have allowed the natural flow of attraction to start working again. You have become that mystery she wants to solve. Remember how I mentioned earlier that absence makes the heart grow fonder? It's not just a saying, it's a psychological truth. When you're not constantly there, her mind fills in the gaps. And that's when she starts thinking about you. It's almost like you have become a puzzle that she wants to piece together. But it gets better. Giving her space allows for a real emotional connection. And when she got room to breathe, she also got space to reflect on what she values about you. Maybe it's how you always made her laugh or how you genuinely listened to her. Whatever it is, she starts to remember why she was drawn to you in the first place. This is how you go from being that guy she needed a break from to the one she misses. And here's the catch. By respecting her space, you're showing that you value her independence. You're not trying to control her or smother her. That level of respect builds trust. And trust, as we know it, is the foundation of any strong relationship. Which reminds me of a Japanese proverb that says, "Love is like a garden. It flourishes when it has room to grow." So by giving her that room, you're giving your relationship a chance to thrive again. Another thing worth mentioning is the shift in energy. Remember how we talked about polarity earlier? By pulling back, you have allowed the masculine and feminine energies to fall back into their natural balance. You're no longer in this needy, chasing state. You're standing in your power, and that shift is magnetic. Women can sense when you're at peace with yourself. There's an invisible signal that attracts them, but it's not just enough to do the action. You must actually genuinely feel okay with it. If you fake giving her space, but you feel terrible, lonely, and needy inside, that will not work. She will pick up on those underlying signals. So if you want help working on that, consider working with me in my coaching program. So by now you've seen why giving her space can completely flip the dynamic, allowing her to feel that natural pull back towards you, how it's all about creating that balance, respecting her need for space while using that time to build yourself up. You also learn that giving her room to miss you isn't just about stepping back. It's about transforming into the kind of man she genuinely wants to be with. One who is confident, self-assured, and respects her individuality. Now here's the big takeaway. This isn't some trick or gimmick. It's about understanding how relationships work and how attraction thrives when there is space to grow. When you step back, you're not losing her. You're giving her a reason to come closer. And the best part is, when she does come back, it's not just going to be the same old relationship. It's going to be stronger, more connected, and built on a foundation of mutual respect. If you found this video helpful, go ahead and hit that like button. Subscribe if you want more insights on how to improve your relationship. And drop a comment below sharing your experience. I would love to hear your story. So thanks for watching, and I'll see you in the next one. Blessings.